Alrighty, so I have gathered all of the materials that I think I'm going to need for this recipe. Of course, if I need something else, I'll pull it out, but I think I've got everything I need so far. Now I can move on to making sure I have my ingredients, and I've already done that. Your mentor will help you with that. And onto the directions. Wash all of your fruit except for the banana under cold running water. So I have this strainer in the sink to help me with that. The smaller fruit would be hard to keep in my hands, so I'm going to put them in the strainer. Alrighty, so the first fruit I need is strawberries. And it says that I'm going to need about a cup, so I'm going to wash what I think is a cup, and then if I need more, I'll wash more. When washing fruit, all you need is running water. You don't need any soap. That could actually be harmful. On the internet, you may see some people recommending vinegar. That's not necessary. Water is sufficient. So I have my strawberries ready. My next ingredient is a banana. I don't need to slice that. I'll just bring it over. Sorry, I don't need to wash that. I'll just bring it over. After that, I need about a cup of grapes. Just like with the strawberries, I'm going to wash these first. Then I'll measure if I have enough. Grapes washed. Next we need a cup of blueberries. And finally, 2 cups of apples. So I'm going to prepare 2 apples, and we'll see if that is going to be enough. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the directions and read again, make sure that I've done everything. Wash all of your fruit except for the banana under cold running water. Done. Put the wet ingredients together into a small bowl. Okay, I've got my small bowl here, and by wet ingredients, they mean the first 3 in the ingredients lists. The ingredients list is usually set up in the order in which you're going to need the ingredient. So first I need 1/3 cup of orange juice. This is my orange juice here, 100%. 1/3 cup. Now, you may want to grab these. These are for dry ingredients. These are dry measuring cups. We're doing wet ingredients, so we're going to use this measuring cup. So we need 1/3 cup. So that's right there. And you don't measure up in the air. You put it on a flat surface and you bring yourself down to make sure that your liquid is level. So 1/3 cup, 100% orange juice. So I'm going to bring myself down and fill it to 1/3. Okay, done. 1/3. Put that into the small bowl. Next, we need 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons lemon juice. I have my lemon juice here. So we need 2 tablespoons. So the tablespoon, mine has it written. This is the largest measure here. And for these small measures, you can pour directly into, and this is for wet and dry ingredients. Now I'm going to pour here in case I get any excess. You don't want to pour over where your ingredients are going because you can't take it away. You can't undo that. I'm going to pour it into here in case I make any mistakes. So I need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is going to add a nice tartness. So that's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and then 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to switch over to teaspoons right here, and we need 2 of those. Sometimes recipes will have you add measurements like that. So 1 and 2. Okay, we're done with the lemon juice. Put that away. Now we need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So again, to avoid any mistakes, which would be really costly with baking, we're going to pour into a container, over a container, and then into where we actually want it to go. Because something like a liquid, you can't take it away. Okay, I'm now done with the small measures. I'm trying my best to clean as I go. Easier said than done. And I'm also done with the liquid measuring cup. Okay, this can now be put aside. We don't need it right now. And we can start with the chopping. We are going to be slicing our strawberries, slicing our banana, cutting the grapes in half, and the blueberries stay as they are, and the apple gets diced into 2 centimeter cubes. So I'm going to bring you in so that you can better see how we're going to cut up these fruits. Alrighty, next we will be looking at how to cut up these fruits using the specified methods in the recipe. Now, this is on the rubric, following the recipe, making sure that you know what the certain terms should look like. So your mentor will be looking to make sure that you're cutting up your ingredients properly. So let's start with the strawberries. Now, I eyeballed it when I was washing them. This is where the measuring comes in. We're aiming for 1 cup of strawberries. So I have my cup there, and I will start cutting. Always good to wash your hands often. I may have touched my face or my hair recently. Okay, so we need these strawberries sliced. I like to grab from the leaves, twist those off, discard them, and start slicing. Now, when slicing, you're just making 1 cut. This isn't like dicing where you're making multiple cuts. And to make it look pretty, try to make them all the same thickness. Okay, here's 1 strawberry. Next strawberry. Keep in mind, limiting your food waste is also on the rubric. Try to use all parts of the strawberry. Of course, if something isn't looking great, cut it off and discard it. But if you can, make use of most of the strawberry. We're getting close to 1 cup. I think this will be our last strawberry. Okay, so there we are, 1 cup of strawberry, beautifully sliced. We can put that into our bowl. Okay, next is 1 banana sliced. I'm going to wash my hands because they have strawberry on them. So next we need our banana sliced. Hopefully yours is more ripe than mine. If your community composts, you can save this peel and put it in the composter. If not, it goes in the trash. The banana has the same preparation instructions as the strawberry. We're slicing it, so just 1 cut. Try to make them about the same thickness. I'd say about 1/2 centimeter. And as you get closer to your finger, to your non-dominant fingers, make sure that you are creating that claw to protect yourself from cuts, and slow down. So there's no measurement here, just 1 whole banana. I'm going to bring that over. As I'm doing this, I'm looking ahead in the recipe. Our next ingredient is seedless grapes cut in half. We're trying to get 1 cup of seedless grapes. So I have my measuring cup there, and I'm going to measure as I go. There's no quick way to do this. You gotta go 1 at a time. Cutting these isn't, mandatory if you make this fruit salad at home, but you are being marked on how closely you follow the recipe. So if your mentor sees that your grapes aren't cut in half, you could lose some marks there. You can use red grapes or green grapes for this. There is the potential for your knife to slide off of the grape. Anything with a skin. Onions also. There's the potential for cuts. So take your time. Okay, there we go. There's our cup of grapes cut in half. Next, we need a cup of blueberries. We don't need to do anything to the blueberries. We're just gonna put them into this cup here. I'm gonna use a spoon and spoon my blueberries over here from the colander straight into my 1 cup measure. If you don't have blueberries available, blackberries would be great. You don't have to cut those. In fact, you'd make a mess cutting those. And raspberries also would be a good substitute. There's our 1 cup of blueberries. And finally, we need 2 cups of apples. I washed 2 apples. These are quite small, Gala apples. I think we may need 1.5 apples to fill up the 1 cup measure, but we'll see here. Alrighty. With apples, they do have a skin. There is the potential for cuts. Go slow. Use the claw method. I'm going to show you how I cut an apple. Everybody's different. We need them diced into 2 centimeter cubes. So first I cut around the core, turning it as I go. This here would be wonderful to compost if you have a composter. So we need 2 centimeter cubes. I'd say this piece here is already 2 centimeters. So I'm going to cut it 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters. That right there, approximately, is a 2 centimeter cube. Quite big. I'm going to add in the rest. Oh, I'll have to measure those. This here, I think, can be cut in half. And then into cubes. Nobody's going to be measuring your cubes, but do your best. As you get closer to your other hand that's holding the food, try your best to do the claw. Another proactive measure that you can take is once you cut a flat side, put the flat side down. Of course, you have to be careful with the knife slipping on the skin, but that does provide you with more stability to cut it with the flat side down. Alrighty, so 1 apple is a little bit over a cup. Maybe I'll take some pieces out. Okay, there's 1 cup of apples. And now I'll go on to my 2nd cup. We got lucky. We're not going to waste any part of this apple, and we can use the whole thing. Yes. 2 cups of apples diced into 2 centimeter cubes. Okay, let's go over the directions again. Wash all of your fruit except for the banana under cold running water. Done. Put the wet ingredients together into a small bowl. Done. Cut up all the fruit according to the terms in the ingredients list. Please check out lesson 4.1 if you need to see what the different cuts should look like. I'm also showing you in this video. Put all of the fruit into the large bowl. Okay. Pour the liquid mixture over the fruit. I'm going to wash my hands before I do that. Step number 4, put all of the fruit into the large bowl. Pour the liquid mixture over the fruit. Before I do that, I'm going to give it a bit of a stir. This is what mine looks like. Hopefully you can see. Ooh, that smells good with the vanilla extract. And pour over the fruit into the bowl. There we go. You can serve immediately or cover and refrigerate for up to 5 hours. I'm going to give this a stir. Now, if you let this sit, the flavors are going to come together as with most cooking. But if you want to eat it right away, please be my guest. This is a very, very healthy snack, delicious option for us to eat. However, keep in mind, as the recipe states, this is 5 servings. This is enough for 5 people. So don't eat this all by yourself, even though it may be tempting. Although it smells so good. We have the nutrition facts at the bottom of our recipe as well. I'm going to read them off to you. 100 calories per serving. If you split this into 5, there's 100 calories per serving. 0.5 grams of fat. Fruit typically doesn't have fat. 30 grams of carbs. Don't be scared by that word. We're going to learn a bit about it in future lessons. Carbs are not necessarily bad for you. 1.4 grams of protein, not that much protein. 0 milligrams of cholesterol and 14 milligrams of sodium. This smells delicious. I cannot wait to eat it. Be sure to take a picture of your food and share it with me. I'd love to see. But the big thing here is to make sure that your mentor fills out the rubric, because that's where your marks are going to come from. Okay, thanks everybody for watching and good luck.